In life, we all bring a piece to the puzzle. One of the pieces I want to bring today are just some little tidbits I've picked up on true human history, the stuff that is not exposed to us. I mean, really use your common sense and think. Why would the people in charge tell us our true history? It would empower us way too much. Do you really think the Bible is giving you everything you need? Or do you really think your insert whatever religion here is giving you everything you need? If you do, congratulations. You're part of their plot. You're part of the plan, and it's working successfully on you. I'm not saying these certain religious beliefs don't have a place in what I'm about to talk on. It's just they're not the only piece that matters. They're not the only piece of the puzzle. We all bring a piece to the puzzle, and it doesn't just stop at religion. However, I will say, having beliefs in things, it's just scratching the surface of wanting to know more about our existence in the universe. The thing about human beings, we are natural slaves. And I'm not just talking about black people being slaves or some ancient civilization being slaves in Egypt. Well, I am talking about that, but I'm talking about it from the perspective of we were born to serve. The first versions of us especially were born to serve and submit to higher powers and higher figures. The reason why that is because of the beings that created us. Here's the thing. Yeah, God did create us. The thing you call God, maybe the older white Jesus in the sky, that's what you call God. It did create us. However, it created us through the means of a different species. So yes, you have the source, you have God, the highest form. Can't even fathom it, it's so high, the Most High. But that Most High didn't only create humans. There's other species out there. One of the species the Most High created was a species that is referred to as the Anunnaki. The Anunnaki, from what I know, they're a humanoid species. I'm not sure how they look. I could just imagine they kind of look similar to us. Taller, bigger, maybe different color skin tones, I don't know. But they're humanoid. They look closer to us. Feel free to add to these stories. The Anunnaki's planet was failing. Their ozone layer was failing. They were searching for gold. Gold is actually a valuable resource across the entire universe. They found Earth, and with finding Earth, they've seen that there's lots of gold to be mined on this planet. They need the gold in order to basically make it a very fine material and spread it over their ozone layer on their original planet, the Anunnaki's planet. They start sending their people to Earth to mine the gold. They're realizing, whoa, we're not going to sit here and physically mine all this gold. They then, from what I know, find a species to help advance in order to have them mine gold for them. I'm not sure if the species was based on like the monkey, the ape. Let's say it is. They take that species, they mix it with their DNA and create a being that is at a certain level. Not in the level of like a monkey or an ape, but not on their level as being like this higher dimensional being. Right in the middle there somewhere. So we're sentient enough to follow commands and orders, but not sentient enough to surpass them. So we're mining the gold. Mind you, on this planet, there's already another species there living. Another leader species, another advanced species. That species is the reptilians. The reptilians, I don't believe they're from Earth, but they've colonized Earth long, long ago. So, in a way, this was their planet first as far as being the dominant species. Now, they see the gold is being mined. They want part in this, they want to be involved. You have the Anunnaki at the top. Then you have the reptilians as kind of like the foot soldiers, keeping everything in line. And then you have us at the bottom. We're just, like I say, the slaves. That slave thing has been within us. It's just part of us. It's how we are. Think of how we are with brands and serving certain music artists. Like, we're fans of music artists, and you know how we are as humans. We get into something, we get into things deeply. We were created to help mine gold. I'm not too sure what the trade-off was for the reptilians. I'm not too sure what the trade-off was for them. I'm not sure what they gained fully. I'm assuming they were either gaining adrenochrome, they were gaining some type of fear vibration they can feed off of, or they were gaining gold, or certain resources that the Anunnaki had to share, or also they just wanted to splice their DNA with ours, like the Anunnakis. And so, to create this, the Anunnakis, they're a creator species. So they've created things before, and they created us at the base level, the kind of original version of us. Now, there are other beings beyond the Anunnaki, beyond the reptilians. And the thing about governments is, it's not that we're trying to escape the government on Earth. We're trying to evolve it also. It's about evolving the systems to evolve with our evolving bodies and consciousness and awareness levels. Our system is not evolving with us. And that's really one of the main problems, because you can't really escape the governments. So in the universe, there are other government structures. And one of the well-known government structures is the Galactic Federation of Light, GFL, whatever you want to call them. Now, they see that humans are mining gold for the Anunnaki. And the reason why they decided to step in and put an end to this is because the original version of humans could not reproduce with each other. The Anunnaki thought it would be a great idea for us to be able to reproduce with each other, so they didn't have to keep creating new versions of us each time we die. And once that started to happen, the lines were getting blurred. There's this thing called the law of non-intervention, to where a higher species can't intervene with the lower species ascension and awareness, and you have to let us go through that on our own as a species. It's law. And so once we were able to reproduce with each other, that's when the Galactic Federation, they're just like a United Nations of aliens, basically, that make sure everything is okay, you know? They told the Anunnaki, well, now that you've done this, you basically have to let this species be left alone to their own devices. You can't have them slave for you anymore. And I want you to imagine a time where there's reptilians, there's pyramids, there's Anunnaki, there's spaceships flying all in the sky, all at one time, while we're humans working on Earth, slaving, working to provide gold and whatever else these people may need. Look, you got to get off the planet. You can't continue to rule over these people, and you have to let them develop as their own species now. So the Anunnaki are like, okay, fine, so be it. They get off the planet. The reptilians, however, they're like, well, this is our planet. We were here first. And so they decided to stay on planet. However, they can't intervene directly. They cannot do what they were doing. So what they resorted to is manipulation and being covert and being secretive and manipulating and controlling humanity in ways that do not break the universal law of non intervention. That's how you get to where we are now. So, through the years of rulers and kings and queens and stuff like that, governments and powerful families ruling over our modern day society right now, the reptilians have always been in the background, being the true rulers of humanity. And that is why you have these concepts like secret societies and the Illuminati and governments running things in a secretive way. It's actually not different governments. It's only one government, and that are the reptilians. Yeah, that's how we are. We're here now, and we are natural slaves. And there's other stuff. Other beings have come across the cosmos to combine their DNA with ours. And so we're not just Anunnaki or reptilian these days. We're actually a hybrid of a lot of different beings. But now, the reptilians just rule in the background, and we still have that slave thing within us, even with our current system. We're scared to let go of it because we don't know what's to come next. We're scared to evolve it. We get scared when we hear somebody like me say, stop voting. It's silly. It's not getting us anywhere to vote. Our system is not evolving with us. And if we keep playing into this thing, we're not going to get anywhere. We're like a hamster on a wheel. And once we realize this, we can fully step into our power. Those are just some tidbits I've come across on my journey here on Earth. I definitely need everyone's help, though, to help fill in the blanks for me on things you've come across also. Let me know what you think.